My name Edmund Yakani, Executive Director of CEPO, one of the civil society delegate to Nairobi peace talks known as Tumaini, between the government of national unity and some of the opposition parties that are non-signatory to our access. I would like to take this opportunity to appeal to His Excellency President and to the leaders of the opposition that we have seen a misunderstanding merging in rolling out phase 2 of the Tumaini after the Tumaini peace process was stalled for 2 months, and simply because there's this concept of opening up the Tumaini initial protocols for renegotiation or for no renegotiation. We are aware that government want to renegotiate and the opposition say no renegotiation. We know that that is the point of disagreement, but that point of disagreement have never ended there. We know that the parties have exhausted effort in the phase 2 to reach to 4 agenda items, which item 1 is relationship between Tumaini and our access. Item 2 is implementation structures and mechanism. Item 3 is responsibility sharing. Item 4 is the order of the elections. And we know that the parties disagree on sequencing. Where do we start the 4 items? Do we start by the relation between our access and Tumaini, or do we start with the responsibility sharing? Opposition want to start with responsibility sharing, while government want to start relation between our access and Tumaini. All these efforts, we appreciate that at least the spirit of continued dialogue is being embraced by both sides, the government and the opposition. And we have seen the official communication from Kenyan government that what has happened now is that Kenyan government have called for recess because the leaders have to enjoy the festival season of Christmas and the New Year with their families being in the government or being in the opposition. Our concern that we want to bring to the attention of the leadership of the country, and particularly His Excellency President, is that the primary responsibility for making Tumaini to succeed rests upon the decision of His Excellency President, His Excellency First Vice President, and other Vice Presidents. As the President have a good spirit and a good will for initiating Tumaini, we want that the spirit of goodwill and political will to be generated when we roll out the next phase of the Tumaini in mid-January. We know in such political process, normal, there's a harder position, but harder position should not stall the process for searching for peace and stability in the country. So, Your Excellency President, during your Christmas address and New Year address, please share with us a concrete idea of how you want Tumaini peace process to succeed. We appreciate your will. We appreciate your commitment for ensuring peace and stability prevail in the country. The same thing we want to raise to the attention of the leadership of the opposition. But we want to call upon the leaders of the opposition and the government that we have some players in our political space whom we term them as spoilers. They are so antagonistic that they don't want to see success of a such process simply because they are afraid of their personal political positions. Please, as leaders in the government and in the opposition, take a primary responsibility of not sacrificing citizens to go for almost 1 year without salary because of political instability that is generated because of personal grievance of political leaders. Don't allow citizens to be dying in the face of the flood simply because the political instability have weakened the nation or the government in responding to the priorities and the needs of the citizen in the face of the floods because of your personal grievance that you have among yourself, whether within the government or in the opposition versus your colleagues in the government. That need to be stopped. And that's why we are appealing to the leaders that if there's any failure of the Republic of South Sudan from being a stable country, nobody we blame. We blame the political leaders that sit in the government and in the opposition, and we want to call upon His Excellency President that the primary responsibility of keeping this country stable and peaceful rests upon you. Don't allow people under your leadership as subordinates to drive a process towards failure. Take the responsibility that you have demonstrated for initiating Tumaini, for making Tumaini to succeed. We hope to hear a good message for the Christmas and the New Year. Thank you very much.